folks. We're going to do some artwork this morning. What's up? Give me a second here to check my signal and we'll get started. If you're familiar with the channel, you can skip ahead a minute because we'll get there eventually. And you know, it looks like our session hasn't officially started yet. I see that the YouTube feed is up here, so I'm not concerned that it won't happen. It just hasn't happened yet. So I'm just going to press the buttons here real quick. I bet it's already started and I'm just looking at a loading screen and you're probably already listening to me. Oh, there we are. Yep, came on through. So one more. Oh, there we are. Yep, came on through. So things. One more. Oh, there we are. Yep, came on through. So yeah, that's there we are. Yeah, came on. So go ahead and that obviously works. We'll get rid of that. And perfect. Okay, cool. So yeah, big loop there. I think we're just about caught up on everything. So let's fix this here. And okay, so we're gonna do some artwork today. If you think it's fun, like, subscribe, hit the bell icon for notifications when we're live in the future. We're on episode 444 of creating this adventure, which is the Crystals of Mavar. You can see the book cover here that we created back around episode 40. You can find it in the Wayback Machine here for the full playlist. Here's a bunch of books that I've already created on the DMs Guild for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. I've never created an adventure, so this is me rectifying that. Crystals of Mavar, it's for 7th and 8th level characters, fighting undead, demons, and necromancers in the Carnwood of Karnath on the continent of Corvair. Yeah, today we're working on artifacts. So the theme of the adventure is that an artifact exists that if you utilize it, it creates a manifest zone. This one goes to the plane of Mavar, which is the world of undead and things that go bump in the dark. It's generally bad news. Like, mix the negative plane of energy with Hades and a little bit of Gehenna, and you've got Mabar, which is bad news. Home of Yugoloth and undead everywhere. Here's an example of them marching across the multiverse. Don't be those guys. So that's just one of 13 planes on Eberron. There are 13. Mabar, the Endless Night, is one. But there's 12 others, and each of them can have their own artifact that can create manifest zones. So we're making illustrations of what those artifacts might look like. So we don't have any specific details about these artifacts in particular. This is just, if you wanted to make a campaign out of the ideas that are in this adventure, here's a way to cascade from level 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20th level. You have all 13 artifacts, and you can reshape the multiverse, basically. So today specifically, we're continuing our work on... What's going on there? There's that. There's that and that. Free transform. There's something going... Oh, yeah. That's where it's at. That's color. This is frame. Okay, cool. So let's... I guess let's just keep going. Let's keep doing frame stuff. I think we want to take this down to... Let's see. Yep, we're just going to pick at this until it's done, basically. Zero. Thank you, Timely Timer. So the idea here is that we're working with stained glass. I feel like I've whinged on this one long enough. This is too many sessions. Man, that line art is running smooth today, though. I have no complaint about where we're landing there. Let's do this like that. Like that. So far, so good. Yeah, so far so good. So what? This is when we start to see a lot of distortion. Yeah, see, if I was any good at this, these would be exact and even. Alas. We're going to let's complete the frames, and then we can come back through and we can fix the distortion of everything. This will be a fun place to start. We're doing okay here. We're doing okay here. Oof, yeah, look how far this is off. I can already tell this is just wrongish. Let's work the problem. That's a good point. Let's figure out our curves here first. the um, foreshortening on the curved surface of the umbrella. That's the challenge that I'm messing around with right now, and I think ultimately we'll be fine. It's looking really distorted right now, but we knew this was going to happen. We wouldn't know. We don't know what the framework. We don't know what the frames are going to look like until we know what the color shapes are going to look like, and then we have to go back through and redo the color shapes because we're going to have to redo the frames to build that natural curve. Like right now, it's looking pretty distorted. Like this is already distorting from this one. This one's going to be even more deformed from this one. And once we resolve what these shapes are, we'll be able to go back through and smooth out the curve. Like this should be more like this, probably. Probably something like that. Like this foreshortening here makes sense because of the curve of the umbrella towards the camera. Bring that in. That probably. Maybe the central bit isn't a good idea. Maybe we need to replace that with something different. For now, I'm going to remove that inner bit. And whatever this inner shape is going to, there's going to be some sort of inner bit. So we'll see what that's going to be as we move along. But for now, this is probably enough of a pattern for us to be able to, we can see how distorted this is. It obviously needs to be fixed. I'll leave that out. Oof. This is the challenge of art. Enjoy. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, looks horrible. That distortion, it's just getting worse and worse. But we got to complete them all. So let's go ahead and finish the set. So we have the set, and then we can go back through and we can correct the mistakes, which are abundant. But at the end of this, we're going to have a more a far more symmetrical object than where we're at right now. We'll get there. We just gotta get there, you know. And I'm not. The good news here is that I'm not stressing over it, so it's going to be fun for us to do, and it's going to end up looking the way that it's supposed to do, and I can have faith in that. Almost everything that we do works out. Occasionally we fail. And failure is inevitable, and it's just part of the process. But the thing is that when I fail, it's just it's just part of the process. So I just keep moving. Oof, this is going to be distorted as all fucking get out. Look at this. Like, this should probably be more like this. We're already ignoring the color in here. Like, no, there's no way that's right. Yeah, we got through all the subclasses for the spell point sorcerer yesterday, and now we're working on the subclasses that weren't picked up for 2024. We'll continue with that set on Friday at lunch and potentially finish it. I don't know. And tomorrow we're going to be doing hey Fox. Once more into the breach, my friends. Yeah, you can see how distorted all these are looking now. So I'm gonna have to go through and rebuild all of these so that they are actually like if you don't see the framework, you can see that there's some distortion going on. But once you start doing the geometry that threads all of them together, you can start seeing how distorted it is. So us laying down the initial pattern at this base level pattern, that's going to help us go back through and fix the symmetry. I'm really obsessing over the symmetry, like this replicating pattern in here inside of the curved surface of the here, I'm going to drop this opacity down a little bit here so the wireframes don't jump out so much. So when we add the actual framework of the umbrella, you can see how the curve of the umbrella here itself is already distorting a little bit. That's causing distortion for the rest of the framework. This is great news. It's working on these things are incredibly difficult, and just doing it by freehand like this, I could create a pattern inside of a computer program and then just, tilt function with the ZBrush access tools to make it sit at the angle that I want. But what fucking skills am I accumulating if I do that? So this really is just a personal challenge for me to figure out how to do. And we love the challenge. So let's see how distorted this is over here. It's like, it's so obvious how broken and distorted this perspective is now. And I couldn't see it until we built the scaffolding, but I couldn't build the scaffolding until I laid in the color. Now we remove the color, fix the scaffolding, and it'll be easy for us to, like actual stained glass, drop in each individual frame of the stained glass with the color that we want. So this has been this is obviously taking longer than I want, because everything always does, because that's the nature of Phil. Fucking take forever. But I think the end result is going to be a lot of. I think it'll be worth it. It won't be worth it. The end result absolutely will not be worth it, because it's just going to be an instant of somebody looking at something and then moving along to the next bit. But for my own sense of this is why I'm doing the art that I'm doing, so that I have my own schedule to produce my own things, to make it look the way that I want to, regardless of the sunken cost of time that takes to do it, because I'm going to do this type of stuff no matter what anyway. There is just a signal in my head that will not stop making noise until whatever the current book is done is done. Cannot stop the signal now. So there is no real loss of time, quote unquote, for me, because this is literally what I do when no one is looking. It's just YouTube has become a way that I can do this and not be crushingly alone in the process. So this would take just as long. I mean, it's being splayed across like 1.5 hours a day across 5 days a week, while like last night I worked on one of the paintings towards the front end of the book for 2 hours. So it was awesome to be able to do that. I got to just listen to stuff while I did it. Good times. Hey, we replicated the patterns. Cool. So I need to continue on in that process. I'm just gonna keep stacking shit up, because once I have all this patterning in, then we'll really be able to see where the distortion is at and start fixing it. I can't fix the distortions on this until I have the entire pattern filled, so we can see like if these points are off and I don't catch it, then all of this stuff isn't gonna matter at all. So you have to fix I have to stress the entire thing before I can fix anything. Fox, you have a chance to chew on any of those Spelljammer videos? No pressure. You were just asking about it, so since you're here, I figured I'd ask. Though I don't think this is really quality chat time for you. I know that a lot of folks will listen to this stream in particular while they're working, because I like the study hall environment. That's where a lot of my creative time growing up came from, is in study hall and detention. I'll have to do multiple adjustment layers, probably. God, what a pain in the ass, huh? I've been letting Storm King's Thunder rattle around in my head, because that's the adventure that I've chosen to use to playtest the kaiju mecha mechanics that we have for Spelljammer. And just converting the entire adventure into a Spelljammer adventure just seems the most logical way to do it. I think we'll also be doing, I think we might toss in Bigby's Glory of the Giants on top of the events in Storm King's Thunder. That seems to make the most sense to me. Yeah, let's do that. Like that. And it'll probably be, it's going to be an abridged version of the campaign. But it'll probably be fun. oh boy, this is getting challenging in here. This is a really good point though about like the frame and the stained glass and stuff. Let's remove that real quick. First off, let's catch it with text. Hitting save. Hitting save. What's up? We're doing the last session of Storm King's Thunder this Sunday. It's a game I actually am playing in 2 years long. Holy shit, that's awesome. I've never ran it. I'm aware of it. I haven't done a deep dive into it. It just feels like it's location based. There's boss monsters at different locations. XCOM style, you're floating the citadel from one location to another to fight off the kaiju that are threatening the location that you arrive at. Potential local shenanigans occur, and then you move on to the next location. So that's as I understand kind of the theme of what Storm King's Thunder is, and I think that jives great with Spelljammer. So instead, we'll have a map of different nation clusters. Yeah, look at this. See, I can. Reduce the starburst here, as it were. Like that's wrong. Yeah, I think that'll be a fun way to do it. Let's nip that off there. Let's do that. Thank you. Like at a glance, that's not bad. That is not bad. It needs fixing, but that's some decent stuff. So I'm actually really happy with where this is heading to. This is gonna end up looking pretty good. Now we need to finish all the scaffolding and the blah de blah. But we're almost there. Stay on target. Where do we go from here? Fill in the gaps, I guess. It's got to be, yeah. We can go like that. And then, like, you can see the distortion effect here again already. I see text. There is text occurring. Let me get current. There. The person who played it, fun vehicles to get around in is fantastic. We did a wagon pulled by an upgraded Phantom Seed spell. I think your internal line work might have a little bit too much weight, or perhaps it needs to be more gray. Yeah. It's heavy. I agree. I wanted it is 3 pixels wide. That is a 3 pixel line that we're using, and that is wide enough for me to be able to drop a highlight inside of it like that. So I want to go with 3 pixels right now, but yeah, we're going to thin it down, and then there's going to be we're gonna have to thin it down. I agree. Let's see. But yeah, I can only get so. I'm starting to hit fidelity issues, you know. Not fidelity is not the right word. Resolution. here, and again, we're gonna have to redo all this anyway, so we'll have a chance to reassess. I like that. Like this is probably going to get shored up like that. The Ascent into Avernus was fun the same way because of the Infernal War Machines running around in the desert. That was a lot of fun because they're war, they're like, huge size or gargantuan size war wagons that you're basically equipping with siege weapons and shit, and then attacking stuff Mad Max style. So I want to do similar with Fightercraft and Mecha in Storm Kings. I'm gonna keep making like circle patterns like that. That might be fun. More of a circle down here. But yeah, dropping it to 2 pixels will probably be good. But we will get there not too long from now. Let's do that. Oof, God, look how distorted this is. See? That's just, look at that. That is fucking crazy. I didn't pick up on that the first time. So, what are you going to do? You're going to fucking fix it. Woof. Let's just be bold and just burn them all together. That wasn't so difficult to fix. All you gotta do is that like 20, 50 more times and we'll probably have some pretty good scaffolding. But ultimately, yeah, the color's gonna have to drop out so we can do that work so it doesn't pollute our mind. One, two, three. Let's take that all back before we go too far down a rabbit hole. This will stay. What's up? Watch that Spider-Man art stream. God bless you. Yeah, this is. I mean, that's the job, right? Getting it right, and yeah, it's you and I are both going to be super fucking critical of this. Just you know, because that's. I think my caliber of art is high enough that I can afford to critique myself critical. You know, to be very critical. And I should be. That's how I improve. And that's one of the things I think that people that are just starting to get into art these days is really just being deprived of the pain and suffering. Like, things are too easy. Suffering is the art. It's the stress of being able to not hit the mark that you want and then persevering through it to hit it anyway. Like you see that's like this could become like a smoother circle, like dropping into frame like this here. I like that, and I like the idea of like this being able to be like this. See, now that the pattern is almost completed, we can see how the things can connect with each other more naturally. I like that. I can get rid of this middle bit here, so we can keep this curve moving across through these different panes. Because that's how stained glass would work. They would have a wireframe that all connected little nodes to be able to help strengthen the frame of the window overall by building these points of intersection. But at the same time that you're doing these intersections, each intersection is strengthening the whole of the frame. So if that isn't too redundant of a statement. Like that. It's getting a little sloppy, so I need to be careful. Getting sloppy, Curdy? I'm missing something here. There we go. I'm a little messy up in here now, but that's okay. We're fixing the whole fucking thing anyway. But we get our curve there. That's working out. Oh, yeah. Fuck, we did that wrong. Hopefully we can take it all back. Let's see how far back I can go. I didn't do it consistently. Fix it, Kearney. That's how it's supposed to do. Whoa, that distortion. Here and there. Found it. Oof, man. So this is supposed to be, Jesus, this is supposed to come across like this. And this is supposed to connect across here like that. And this is supposed to connect across here like this. And here. And here. It's gonna look pretty good when it's done. All right, so whew, this is that's detailed. I'm building courage. This is gonna call for a sip of coffee. That's for fucking sure. All right, but we're at the place we want to drop the color out of the way. We're gonna keep the line art here in place. I'm pretty confident the line art. I mean, other than this trim work is awful, but we'll look past the trim work. Hold on, is the trim work a separate layer? God bless it is. Thank you. It's like we'll look past the trim work for now. Telling you, man, these lines are getting easier and easier to do. Feels good. Go off. There, that's on. It's not perfect, but it's not horrible. Oh, I hear you. What time is it anyway? 7:10. Holy shit, we're ahead of the. I got 40 minutes left. Holy fuck, this is great. There we go. Okay, that arguably looks better. That trim is horrible. We're going to leave it off. We do need to come back through with color because that trim is a wreck. fix the trim. Line art is off now. I do see that. There. I think that's better off. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that'll do. And then we put the color back in, and that frame looks better now. I think I can touch it up just a little bit better. I actually need to be pretty picky about this here because it's another point of distortion. But that actually feels pretty smooth. I think that's going to be okay. So we can start there. We can start here. One second. There. What's up? Hey, Francois. You're always good enough there. I watch. Jesus, thanks, man. That is very kind. I've certainly spent a few decades working at it, so I'm glad that it's I'm glad it's not just me that appreciates it. That sounds really weird, like a vain-like statement, but seriously, I get it. Oh, fuck all. Okay, this is gonna be tricky. How do we fix it? Let's. Well, you're right. We need to reduce the frame size. We need to reduce the size down to 2 pixels instead of 3, and we need to make sure that our frame is black. And see, we can already see how distorted this was here. So we're going to gonna get rid of the color in a moment, but okay. For now, line art comes in. How you doing, Francois? The top circle is off center on the top. There's a lot of shit that's off center on this one, man. But to your point, oh, no. Well, I think this needs fixing anyway because it was bugging me. But yeah, this thing, yeah, that's what we're doing. The entire well, you showed up just now, so I've been talking about for the whole episode how distorted and wrong it is, and how I have to redo all of it. Like all of it is off. But that is better now than it was. So this was worth my time to do for sure. Yeah, it's at a tilt, so it's going to have, this part is going to be a little broader than this side here. That makes sense to me. Let's make sure we're closing the gap here. But yes, you have succinctly summarized what the problem with today's episode is. No snark, total truth. Wait, what's coming in here? Oh, dip. There it is. This is going to also need a little bit of work. That feels better. Let's keep it simple for now. Yeah, all that stuff is like super distorted inside there. It all just, bleh. The more I look at it, it's more like, oh my god, what the fuck. But you know, it is what it is. Let's see. God, look at that. This bottom edge here now looks like shit. Second. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm getting nitpicky here. There is an argument to be made that Vector could do this stuff better than Raster. War. I had it. Damn it. I hit the wrong button. Almost there. Stay on target. Oh, nope. Almost there. There we go. Oof. Oh, God, look at that. That felt so good. That felt crazy good. There we go. Hitting those marks, man. Hitting those marks. Perfect. There we go. Okay, so we're back to where we need to be. Ugh. Yeah, I'm liking that crown less and less. We'll figure it out. We'll find something that's appropriate. Drop the line in. Oh yeah, that's what I was meant. Jesus Christ. Hey, what's up? Sorry, I didn't mean to point out the obvious. No. You just shut up. So we just lock on and you can't see our own stuff, right? No, you're doing great, man. You always are. Yeah, that will help. When we get there, you're right. That will help. Yeah, because then we can use that as a focal point for us to be able to pyramid out from there. You're absolutely right. Let's see. I'm still fretting. I'm fretting on this bottom edge here because it looks frayed. Oof, I had it. That curve was looking pretty good. Almost. It was pretty good until about here. It was pretty good until I started. Oh god, this is gonna be a bitch. Okay, let's just be smooth. We can find it. We can do this. Almost did it. That was close. It's looking a little too pear-shaped. It feels like around here. Ooh, that was a good line. That was a pretty good line too. Come on, Kearney, you got this. You got this. Almost there. Stand there. It is. Still a little rough. I need to be critical of this point because everything inside that space is going to be, again, distorted based on how distorted the outline is. Right. That's good. This is a little off. Nice. There you go. See, those distortions weren't obvious when we started the process. It became obvious as we were constructing the thing because it became more and more flawed through the process, which is exactly why we're doing it this way, so we can find those distortions and see what we can do to eliminate them the best we can. It doesn't have to be perfect. Humans cannot be pixel perfect. That is a limitation that we have. Gotta be good with it. I generally am. I can erase this here. Started watching Mobland on Paramount. That's a decent show. I like Guy Ritchie. Guy Ritchie does violence and mob stuff pretty good. So far, so good. So what? So what? Let's thin this one down a little bit again. Ooh, man, that's landing good. It's a little wavery here. Good. Almost there. Almost there. Almost. We'll get it. We'll get it. Nice. We'll get it. Nice. Yeah, not bad. There. Let's see. Duplicate the layer. Not bad. See, we copied that bottom curve and then we just raised it up so it maintains the same angle, and now the color fits inside of it, which means we did a decent job with the color. Trim that edge. Trim that edge. And suddenly everything lines up really, really nicely. Now we can go down in here and fix this color just a smidge. Nice. and that really does become pretty much good enough. So all right, now that we have functioning line here, we can start rebuilding these triangles to all fit together properly. I can drop the color. We don't need that right now. Got that distortion. See, look at all that distortion going on. Let's remove the handle for now. Oh yeah, you guys gotta go trash to you. Handle disappear. This one. There we go. So, not fuck up our colors. There we go. Yeah, better. Good. Okay, I can whinge over that for fucking ever, so I gotta stop whinging. Let's drop the frame color down a little bit further. Oh boy, how to start? Let's see. I guess up here is probably going to be the best place to start, right? One, two, three, four. There's going to be 5, 6, 7, 8. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like that. That's where our 8 points are going to be. Those seem to sit pretty nicely. This one's off. That one should be here. Okay, so can we then not also? Wait, what? Weird. All right, get rid of that. Yeah, that's not an exact science or anything. Nice and vague, huh? We're attempting to established lines here, if that's not obvious. Essentially like that, and then this one's on the exterior, and this one's the exterior, and then this one's exterior, way off, exterior, and exterior. Like that's what we're trying to do. If I can establish, oh fuck all, dude. If I can establish these lines, then it should make it easier for us to work with the symmetry. The lines are so fucking off that the symmetry is not working yet. So let's try this. Delete, delete. So far, so good. So what? Let's see if we have some sort of semblance of accuracy here. Good start. Not bad. Good start. Not bad. Doesn't feel wrong. Oh shit. I just locked up. I just fucking crashed. All right, well let's see if it actually saved or not. Holy shit! What a kick in the teeth. I don't remember the last time I saved. Son of a bitch. Fuck me, man. Fuck me. That's horrible. Let's see where this one's at. This is the recovered file. And now we're opening up the actual saved file. Oh my god, what a bear. Yeah, this is gonna take a moment. Oh, yeah. Sometimes the software does that. So maybe the actual maybe the recovered copy is an older version. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes the actual document is further along. It's just this is a big file. It's got a lot of pages. The resolution is high, and it's a large surface area, so it's taking a while for it to chew its way to the front. But fuck, that's okay. This was a learning process. Luckily, the scaffolding that we can see here, this is when I was doing the corrective curve. So the scaffolding of all the frame is still there. We didn't lose that, but and we were whinging so much on the corrective process to get started there that I don't think we actually lost very much. Oh God, that hurt. That hurt so bad. Oh God, that hurt. This is so fucking slow. My computer's just... I can feel my graphics card bleeding here. We'll get there. Come on, baby. This is apparently the last thing I'm doing today, is seeing how far our setback actually is. Sad. So sad. Alright. Well, I'm here 9 times while we wait for this to load. I'm here 9 times per week, Monday through Friday in the morning. We do artwork like this. On Tuesdays and Fridays, we do character design work. We're working on the martial power system. Actually, specifically right now, we're working on the spell point sorcerer. We finished the wild magic sorcery yesterday, and the divine soul, or the divine sorcery subclass. We still have a few to go, which we might finish on Friday. And then on Mondays and Thursday nights, we do DM supplements. So we're working on the Bastion campaign right now. On Thursday at around 5 o'clock, there we go. Around 5 o'clock, we're going to be working on, we're actually going to be playing Shadow Dark. And yeah, I think this is an earlier version. Yeah, the save was right before the save. The recovery file is right after the actual save file. Oi. So no, we're not going to save this. We're going to take this. We're going to file, save as, computer. Yes, I want to replace it. God, that was crushing. Absolutely soul crushing. Oy vey. All right, let's get the color out of the way. Hey, we actually have the curve in place. That's better news than I thought we had. Yes, you're right. We've ran out of time today, my friends. Yeah, we'll be playing Shadow Dark this Thursday with AJ Pickett, Fred Wheeler with How to RPG, Wally DM. Wait, where are you coming in from? My rates are not 100%. There we go. And then I'll be working on the Bastion campaign. That goes from, I think, like from 5 till 7:30 ish. and then I'll work on bastions for maybe an hour or so. Keep that edge clean. God, the pain. Just the crushing pain. Oh well, sad. We're past it now. Cannot be helped. I haven't been stung like that in a while. It was bound to happen. It's just a matter of when. This and this, those connections work. Merge. Duplicate. Hurts. Endless suffering. All right, we got that back. That's good. Last thing, and then we're done for the day. Oh god, this is I don't know, maybe I'll work on this some tonight. I'll probably work on this some tonight. This is killing momentum for me here on stream, and I have the luxury of being able to work on art at night. So that's what I'm gonna do. What's this? Oh, that's the thing. This is gonna turn out okay. Yeah, I'm gonna work on this some tonight. Here, I'll show you what I was working on last night, and then we'll step out for the day. So drop that here. This is what we're working on today. It's been a while since we've touched this piece, but it's just this page here is talking about plot hooks, how encounters are structured, and taking short and long rests. So here's just a simple little campsite illustration that we're doing. So pretty happy with the groundwork, pretty happy with the fire, the forest in the background. So we need to work on the characters and the tents. So my intention is to have this piece done by the time we get done with the artifacts page, but I might take a break from this today and work on the artifacts page tonight. To work on that stained glass, just so I can recover my lost progress, and have a chance to scream and cuss at it a little bit more. But I like this piece. This is just a simple little campground thing we got going on, and I think it's going to end up really nicely when it's done. But this is just another example of how we're utilizing our space. And yeah, the village is in this area. And then the manifest zone, and then the underground facility in the manifest zone. It's a bit of a stylized map, but that's essentially the linearity of this. Anyway, this is what we're working on right now. These are just blobs right now, but it's going to end up being illustration instead of graphics. But anyway, that's it for now. I'm out of here. I will catch you guys. Tomorrow morning. I hope everyone has a great day. Yeah, thanks. Cheers.